to school.
We are already live, all the way live. Hello, Myra J. How are you?
I'm doing great, Sybil Wilkes, and how are you?
I'm doing well. And Stephen Hill, the Eyeglass Club, is in
Yeah.
full effect. How are you, Steve?
I'm feeling like got a Wordle in about four today. Got Wordle in four.
In four moves. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, four moves. Four. If you get Wordle in four, it's just kind of an average day. It's all good. Not you use all the vowels. It still didn't work out. Was it? Yeah, Wordle in four. How you doing, Sybil?
Wordle in three.
There you go. Nice.
Ooh,
Wow.
ooh, ooh,
Rarely, my friends, does Sybil feel better than I do.
and I,
Right.
Today's
Right.
one of those days.
Right. Right.
Today's one of those days.
and I'm sitting here like, what's a wordle?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to It's Sybil. I am Sybil Wilkes with my friends Myra J. and Stephen. What's up, Hill?
Sad man.
Kwyn Townsend Riley continues her sabbatical, and we are coming to the end of this month. I hope that you guys are doing well. Has spring come to your parts of the world?
It's trying. It's
Not your part, Steve. I know it's always spring and
I'm in
summertime there.
it,
California.
it's trying. It's trying. But you know what? Like we say, spring, fight harder. Don't give up. Don't give up, spring. Come on, come on. Don't
You
let one sucker punch you like that.
you got it in you. Come on, come on.
Right.
Spring alive, spring alive. How? Oh, look at that. Oh,
That's just,
Just to rub it
oh.
in. Just to rub
fake.
it
Yeah,
in.
for
It's
those
fake.
that are
It's fake
listening,
backgrounds.
Stephen Hill just adjusted his
Uh-huh.
computer screen so we could see the lush and lovely backyard and the
Yes, like
mountains in the
like
background.
oh,
And
spring is here.
spring has sprung for real. Yeah.
No, no. I adjusted the background to go away from the sink in case someone goes to the sink in a couple of moments. That was it. It wasn't towards. It was away from.
It was really a domestic. It was a lovely domestic picture for a minute, and then he moved it, and so we lost the loveliness of the domesticity of the Hill household. But
Ah,
I'm glad you guys are doing well. I am.
Pollinated.
N- no, you know what? I'm not enough of anything today. I'm just a little out of my back and my stretching of yoga. We didn't do yoga yesterday and did it today and did it with a vengeance. And so I'm feeling a little. I had a headache while I was doing it, and I came home and I didn't take anything for it. So I'm a little out of sorts, but I hope that you all will stick with me and we'll have fun today. I presume. Stephen Hill, are you out on the road anywhere anytime soon?
nope. Staying home for a while.
Okay.
Very happy about that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
yeah.
All right. Myra J, I know you'll be heading out at the end of April doing the Tom Joyner cruise, so we hope to get some information from you about that. Let's move to the What You Need to Know newsletter. And Kwyn Townsend Riley, although she is on sabbatical from the live show, she is still writing. And she wrote about the murder of a 36-year-old transgender woman by the name of Diamond Bridgman. Diamond Bridgman was killed in Houston. And it is disturbing that the number of people who are killed in the LGBTQIA community continue to rise, and Quinn does a really good job of it. But it is, like I said, it's disturbing and tells not so much the background on this one, but also keeping people apprised of how this community suffers. And by the same token, um, Coy Malone gives a really good picture of, from her social justice perspective, of how Black folks are treated. One of her stories this week was about the Goon Squad that assaulted two Black men simply because they were sharing a home, according to neighbors who were upset about the fact that these two Black men shared a home with a white woman. This was in Mississippi. But as I said, this is about the LGBTQ situation, and Quinn, as a representative of that community, talks about this Diamond Bridgman. And Diamond was killed while standing on the corner of Country Creek Street in Houston on March 16th. Police are investigating it as a drive by shooting, And one witness, described as courageous, stayed with Diamond after the shooting until authorities arrived and gave police a detailed physical description of the car and the people that were involved there. According to the Human Rights Campaign, at least 32 people who identified as transgender were murdered in 2023, and 84% of those cases were people of color. 50% were Black trans women. Diamond's death is at least the third confirmed violent killing of a transgender or gender expansive person in 2024, and the 35th trans victim identified in Texas since 2013. And she also points to the fact that Texas has very lax, if if gun laws exist at all. And so, it's not only the fact that this is a trans person, but the fact that where these murders take place and gun laws, as I said, as a resident of Texas, can tell you that really don't mean much of anything. These are the kinds of stories you'll find in the What You Need to Know newsletter. We'd love to have you subscribe. Amongst our other contributors, as I mentioned, Kwyn Townsend Riley with LGBTQIA+, Coy Malone with social justice. Quyn's big brother Cameron gives us political additions in the news, as well as Aprilette Russell, who is our mental health and wellness contributor. And they've done really great jobs in keeping people up to date in all of those areas, and especially as they affect Black folks. One of the other things that we do address on a weekly basis in the What You Need to Know newsletter is our Black and Missing column. Today, you look at the age of these people who disappear. For the most part, they're young Black girls and boys. You don't find too many older people that disappear, and this one really got me. Kadir Williams has been missing from Philadelphia since October 21st of 2021.
Mm.
So we're talking 2.5 years ago. The now 13-year-old was last seen on her way to school in Mount Airy. And she is described at the time of her disappearance. She was 5 feet 2 inches tall, 125 pounds, dark brown complexion with black hair and medium black hair and brown eyes. And they also gave a description of the clothes that she was wearing. But to really take a picture, take a look at her photo in our What You Need to Know newsletter. And if she does look familiar to you, please go to the Black and Missing Foundation and report what you know about this. I just can't imagine a child that's now 13
Mm-hmm.
that was probably around 10 when she disappeared on her way to school. And all of these stories are coming out about people who are sex trafficking young children, and you can't help making that connection
Mm-hmm.
and hope that she will be able to find her way home, or someone will help her find her way back to her family in Philadelphia. One of the other things that we talk about in the newsletter is our affiliation with the American Heart Association, and also National Walking Day is coming up. Myra, you're a walker.
Yes,
But
I am.
actually, your last name is Jay, but you're a walker, and National Walking Day is April 3rd.
Okay,
Are
did
you
not
ready?
know that.
Yeah,
I'll get my step on.
get your step on. That's right. Stephen Hill, are you a walker in the hills of Beverly?
Yeah, I'm a walker. It doesn't happen so much when I'm in LA because
In
there's
New
not many
York, for
places to walk.
sure.
New York, absolutely. I love walking. Even when I'm in LA, I walk wherever I can.
Oh, good for you. Good
Oh
for
yeah.
you.
Are you a walker, Sybil?
I am. I am. I was born a Wilkes, but I am a walker, and I do appreciate a good, healthy stroll at a pretty quick pace. The mornings are so cold lately, though.
I
I
know, I
that
know.
it's a little difficult but I, get up and I try to make my way, around the neighborhood and do at a quick pace so that I can and work up, not only get my cardio going, but also to work up a sweat, and then do that. But one of the other things that we talk about that we have in our newsletter is our wellness check. And this is something that I need. Myra has helped me by giving me a suggestion because I do have problems with sleeping.
Mhm.
And Cherie White has a column about eat and drink this for restful sleep, and talking about insomnia, and gave a nice rundown of the foods that we need that are a source of melatonin and serotonin to help you fall asleep. And my problem is not necessarily falling asleep, but staying asleep. And so I'm able, because in Myra suggested, and Yolanda gave me this as well, for the YouTube videos of thunder and rain. And so that helps me fall asleep. But doggone it, wasn't I up at about 3:30 or 4 this morning and trying to go back to sleep. And finally I said, oh, the hell with it. And I went back to watching episodes of Love is Blind, which really didn't help me to fall asleep at all. not helping at all. But this really is a good source of foods that you need to have, rich in magnesium and antioxidants to help you stay asleep. And many chemicals, she says, amino acids, enzymes, nutrients, and hormones work in tandem to ease you into sleep and regulate your sleep cycle. Working on it.
Be consistent with it. If you find something or a sound that helps you relax, stick with that. I really do like, I like ocean waves and stuff. One night I decided to switch it up. I said, I'm just going to do a waterfall.
Oh, nice.
And in the middle of the night, I went, oh, shoot, it's water running. I ran upstairs. I was running through the house, checking faucets and everything until I realized, like, oh, we have a different sound tonight. Okay.
Stephen Hill, do you ever suffer with insomnia?
Absolutely. All the time.
You do? Really? What do you do?
I do. I used to do melatonin. I do Ambien somewhat now. And I used to sleep extremely well. And I probably should have a CPAP machine. I'm going to be honest with you. I probably should have one. I got one a few years ago and I could never get it to work. I just couldn't. I just couldn't sleep with that thing on my face. So I just keep my apnea going.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Maybe not so good for someone else, but
right.
She sleeps through anything. That's not a problem at all.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. So those are a couple of things, and we'd love to have you subscribe to the What You Need to Know newsletter. And when you go to SybilWilkes.com and you get the newsletter, please open it every day. It'll be in your email box every Monday through Friday morning, and it would help us out a lot if you would open it and share with folks about what is in the newsletter. And it's absolutely free. Won't cost you a nickel, not a dime, not a penny. But we would love to have you be a part of the What You Need to Know news crew. And of course, we also give you your birthdays and anniversary shout outs, and we remember those who are no longer with us and things like that. Like, is today the boss's birthday or was that yesterday? Miss Ross. I think it was yesterday.
Yesterday, I believe.
Yeah.
She as well as a 26er.
Oh yeah.
Special breed of people who were born on the 26th of any month.
And what does that mean?
It's just a cool thing to say.
Okay.
It is. And no, ironically, like 3 of my best friends in high school and myself were all 26ers. All 26ers. So it's just whenever somebody's birthday's on 26th, we give them a shout out. Like we're in a fraternity but never pledged.
That's a GDI of a whole nother level, huh?
There you go.
Myra, do you make note of people born on the 8th of any month?
Only my month. That's the only one that counts.
Okay. That's you and Shawnee Mack, I guess. Yes. And then that would be it.
Huh? And Harriet Tubman and Boris Kojo.
Okay. That's a really motley crew.
Yes. And no, I did not go to school with Harriet Tubman, for people.
I wasn't.
Did you go to her birthday party? No, I did not.
Only because she wasn't invited, though.
Wow.
I'm just kidding. I was just there.
Is that right? Okay. So let's move to the what's really going on question of the day. And these weeks that we're going through right now, even before spring sprung on us, most are observed as spring break weeks for a lot of families, college students, high school. My mom used to call it cleanup week in Chicago. They used to refer to it as cleanup week. So, in honor of this period of spring cleaning, what do you need to get rid of? What do you need to clean out? I'm really going through this with a house that I have, and finding I have way too many radio station T-shirts.
Ha!
How can you have too many of those things?
Yeah.
Oh my
Really?
gosh. Oh yeah.
From
Yeah.
different radio stations?
Very much so. Yeah.
Like, this is truly the one person's trash and another person's
This is
treasure.
true. Well,
This is
I thought it would be really cool, but now that I'm in the period where I just got to pitch stuff, I'm like, oh, this is ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. Yeah. But I'll save some for you
P.O. Box 1736.
because they can't come to the house, huh? Myra, what about you? What do you need to clean out?
It's a shorter list of what don't I need to clean. But clothes, and just I need a serious. I need a purging service. I need help. I need for a crew to back a truck up. And so that just turn your head and tilt this house to the side and just brush it all in there.
Take it off of its foundation. And
Yep,
just,
yep. And just tilt it, give it a little pat on the bottom, and set it back down. That's how I really feel about it. But that's my big goal this summer.
So Myra, tell people, because I called you one night, I think it was last week or week before last, and you were sitting in the middle of your bathroom, and what had started with cleaning out a drawer had expanded to you being in the middle of the floor and all of the stuff that you were just kind of tossing.
Oh, no, I was looking for something.
Oh,
I
okay.
was looking for a facial product. And ladies, we buy the stuff and we put it in the drawer, but then you buy new products and it gets to the back of the drawer. When I tell you, I had emptied like a cabinet and I had stuff all in the floor and everywhere. And I was like, just go get a trash bag. Just go get a trash bag. And I just started dumping lipsticks and products and stuff that has dried up in the tube. And you just throw it out. Let it go. Let it go. And this was the sad part. I had to tell some. I never found what I was looking for. Never found the product. 3 hours later, never found the product.
Yeah, but I bet you at least you remembered what you were looking for. Like unlike some of us. Oh hell yeah!
Huh?
I came in this room for some reason.
Right. Why did I come in here?
Maybe if I go back out and come back in, I can remember.
So, Stephen Hill, the question that we're asking everyone: what do you need to purge yourself? And you probably went through this when you made the move from one coast to the other. What do you need to get rid of these days?
Ooh, mine is a continuous one. So I think I can honestly say plastic bags in the closet that exist where the broom is. That's probably it. But you never want to throw away a good plastic bag. Like, you can't throw away, like, you almost want to water test them every time you get a plastic bag. Just to make sure it can carry whatever you might need it to carry 5 years from now.
Not 5 years.
So I think that's probably the number one thing. Huh? And it always stays in the closet with the broom. Like, just get it, I throw it in there. It'll fold itself.
Yeah, right. And they'll find their way so that you can return them if you want to at Walmart, or if you want to keep it for carrying water or ice cubes.
You have motivated me with the t-shirts. That's going to be an easy project for me, because most of my t-shirts now fit like crop tops. So I'm like, did this used to come down past my waist? What is happening?
Steve would like to see you in that.
No, I was just listening.
And visualizing. Yes.
No.
Dr. Marks is on make a t-shirt blanket out of them. That's a good one. Yeah. But that will require somebody to make the blanket.
Yeah.
Renita Bland on Facebook. Too many running or race T-shirts. I made a blanket and still have enough for 2 more.
Wow. Good for you. Good
That's
for you.
awesome, and that also speaks to your physicality,
No.
which I think is awesome. So that is great. So T-shirts seems to be a lot of it. Karen Vaughn on YouTube. After 30 years in education, way too many school shirts. And if I may say so, and I don't take the gift lightly, but there's a lot of Tom Joyner T-shirt and Tom Joyner Foundation cruise T-shirts.
Yeah, a lot of those.
Somehow I no longer have any of those. I wonder where they could have gone.
Oh.
Inside joke, my friends. Inside joke.
But didn't we have this discussion? Because I think I still have every Tom Joyner Morning Show jacket.
Yes.
And I wanted to give them away, but they have my name on them.
Mine too. Yeah.
And that's the only thing. Not that I'm holding on, but I just take it, but don't be out here being Myra J. We had a local radio personality that someone committed a crime wearing her stuff, and yeah, but it took about 48 hours for the story to turn around, but like, oh yeah, and it was so because she had the shirt on, So I was like,
yeah, a really really smart person would do that.
Yeah,
advertising you and your place of work.
Wait a criminal.
Keisha Mitchell Brown on Facebook. I have too many clothes that I can no longer fit. I guess it's denial. Yeah, that's a part of it too. Yeah, because you're going to get back to that size. You were there not too long ago, pre-pandemic, and now things have moved. And so Aubrey W on YouTube says, I definitely need to get rid of my comic book collection and shoes. Don't get rid of it till you get them, especially your comic book collection, till you get them the value estimated.
Yes,
Yeah.
Sell it, sure.
Yeah, for sure. And a friend of mine, and I have a lot of guy friends who have said this too. They had really valuable baseball cards, and their mom said, "Oh, he'll never use them again." That Willie Mays card is gone, and somebody has a nice set of very valuable baseball cards. Pinky Jason on Facebook said, I needed to clean clothes out, but I get help from the fire we recently had. Just think out aloud. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Jack Smile on Facebook. Good morning, everyone. Watching from Nigeria.
Hello.
Oh. Chikadilly, give us something to say back to him that we will. Steve Hammond, you're on with us. Stephen Hill with the tie-dye outfit for the win. Yes.
Superstar Steve Hammond. Thank you, sir.
And Steve, I hope that you will be able to join us. I want to talk about next week, Stephen Hill. I want to talk about Beyonce's latest and greatest that's coming out on Friday. The country music that I think is going to set the world on fire. Charlotte Bowen Bellamy on Facebook. I started cleaning last week, doing well, letting my clothing go. I'm giving them away to my bonus daughters and they're loving it. Yeah, because if you have a lot of stuff from, a generation ago that are now back in style and they can wear it, and unlike some of us can't wear that stuff anymore. Yeah, for sure.
Look, I think Usher, and more than anything else, Usher on the NAACP Image Awards made you should go find your grandparents' bell bottoms.
Okay.
They are all the way back. I've seen more places, but that was the most prominent place I've seen bell bottoms. Lenny Kravitz never stopped wearing them, so that's hard to say that he helped bring them back.
Also wore a formal outfit with the white dinner jacket and the black bell bottom pants.
Well,
bell bottoms.
I think they're calling them flare.
Oh, flares. They're not little.
Flare.
Remember when they used to be elephant legs? So flared leg pants. Yes.
Yeah, flare.
Amy W on YouTube. I need to get rid of out-of-date jewelry. That's a good thing. One of the things that I found is for things like that, sometimes some of your grandparents' clothing or something, if you don't want to donate to Salvation Army or Goodwill, Sometimes school drama departments can really use that kind of stuff too.
Oh, I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah.
Also, if any of you have any of your out of date diamonds, because they do go out of date. Remember, PO Box 1763. Any of your out of date jewelry, any of your out of date diamonds, because sometimes diamonds, and the thing is, they get clearer as they get older. So if you have a really clear out of date diamond,
send them Steve's way. Okay.
Yeah.
Pamela Sullivan said she'll take your old jackets, Myra. Pamela on Facebook. Okay, so wink, wink, Myra J, also known as Pamela Sullivan.
When it comes, it actually came with that hole in the front like that.
put an old brooch in its face. I'm sorry, Yolanda, I spoke over you. Lynette Francis on YouTube, I need to throw away souvenirs from places I visited. Yes, and that's the other thing. I don't need any more trinkets from trips. I don't need shot glasses. And I don't mean, thank you for thinking of me, but just say you thought of me. And I'll believe you.
I had started collecting shot glasses, and then I realized I don't have anywhere to put any more shot glasses. So then it morphed into refrigerator magnets.
Yeah, I have that too. Yep.
And I don't even buy those anymore.
It took up a whole side of my refrigerator, and I haven't made that transition to my house now to put them up, because every time I look at them, I'm like, and these were all places, that we would do the sky shows and things like that. Yeah. But
I will say this: I don't regret buying them because I've been blessed to have traveled so much that because mine are in the basement on a cabinet. And every now and then I stare at them and go, oh, I forgot I've been there.
Yeah. Yes, it's really cool places like Cuba, have a one from Cuba, or J. Anthony Brown used to ask for
snow globes.
Snow globes, yeah. And and we were bringing some cool ones back, and he's like, doesn't have enough that shake around.
Take it back. Give me another one.
And that's what I did. I sure did. Yeah. Let's see. Teresa Robinson on Facebook. I need to get rid of my shoes.
Guilty, Teresa.
Yeah. Rebecca Becky Jones. Donate Oh yeah, I did this with my mom's stuff. Donate clothes to Dress for Success and shirts to domestic violence shelters. Absolutely. Thank you, Rebecca.
Yeah,
on Facebook. Yes, thank you for that. Yeah, Dress.
I like the target of that, because I'm a Goodwill Salvation Army person, but I like the targeting of that. Rebecca Becky.
Yeah, that's a really great suggestion. I used to remember when they told us that they needed the toiletries from the hotel, and so I would collect those. And now the hotels don't do that. They just have the large containers of soap and conditioner and shampoo against the wall, so you can't rip those off and send them to shelters. Brendan McCutcheon on Facebook. I have to get rid of paper products, letters, obits, cards, even old bills. Yeah, I have that problem too, and I have a perfectly good shredder that's overflowing with shredded pieces. Where does the shredded paper go?
Confetti party at Sybil's.
Right.
Confetti party at Sybil's. Confetti party.
I've gotten much better with that, because you want to save the obituary for some our latest family member. I take it from the table. I move it to the kitchen counter, and when nobody's looking, straight in the trash. Cards, obituaries, and things. Because what are you going to do with them? I mean, really, what are you going to do with with a Valentine card, a birthday card from 15 years ago? It's just sitting there collecting dust. So
I'll remember that for the next birthday card I send you. That I think is so memorable,
and I appreciate it so much. I'm just being honest. I do appreciate it.
I know. You're absolutely right. Oh, Z Walker on Facebook. My daughter was a champion debater, and I have about 50 trophies to get rid of. Oh, that is funny. You remember
but every time she tries to get rid of them, she argues with her daughter about it.
This is why you should keep.
She loses.
Wow, man, she convinced me to keep them again. Oh.
That girl's good. Mary J on Facebook, take pictures, then get rid of your stuff. Easier said than done.
Because then you got a bunch of pictures. So
You got a lot of photos. It is if I don't have enough in my photo album. Yeah. So Tanya Sheriff on Facebook, why not throw away shredded paper? I have tried to do it in the recycling because they say, some people accept it and then other people don't. And it just seems like a waste, but I got to, just get rid of it. And I prefer to take it someplace like UPS says that they'll shred your papers. I don't trust them though. Barbara Ferguson, I have birthday cards from when I was 12 and I'm 55 now. Does it still have the $5 in it?
Bless your heart, Barbara.
Barbara, that is so sweet. And it's probably from relatives that maybe she saves them because they're from relatives that are no longer with us.
I think that the oldest thing that I still have that I found when my mom passed, going through some of the stuff, she had my report card from like 3rd grade or 5th grade. I still have it. When they gave out E's.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
E for excellent.
Yep.
EVGG.
EGF.
And P.
Right? And U. U was
unsatisfactory. Right.
Oh, you didn't want a U.
No.
F was fair. Yeah.
F was fair, not failure?
No, it was EGFU. It was excellent, good, fair, and they'd always put that U in red.
How would you know that, Myra?
Because my brother got a lot of them.
Oh, that's funny. Yolanda, do we have any other suggestions of things that people need to? The question is, as we are in spring cleaning, what do you need to get rid of? Midnight Rider said, just move and leave it all behind. I cannot do that. Says that on YouTube. That's just not.
I feel you, Midnight Rider.
But if they say they'd like me to leave it, I'm okay with that. They like some old Tom Joyner t-shirts. That's cool. So
I never made it to the jacket level. I just want to point that out.
Oh, you became an ex-producer before. Oh.
No. Oh, no. Nice. I appreciate the attempt, but they were jackets. Oh, they were. I'm not hurt though. I'm not hurt. Don't worry about it. I'm good. Keep going. What's up? What's next? Yolanda, what's next? Yolanda? Let's not dwell here. Let's not dwell here for a minute. Okay? Can we keep going? Huh?
Yolanda, do we have anything in the budget for It's Sybil jackets? No. It doesn't. It's not the same. I know.
We can start off getting the letter for the jacket.
Oh, too funny. So spring cleaning and asking folks, what do you need to get rid of? What needs to go, or should you? Shoes, I'm with you. Purses, I'm with you. T-shirts, and I like the idea of the t-shirt blanket.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who would make that for me.
If you send the t-shirts to me at Post Office Box 176,
you'll make sure that you'll be there with your crafting needle.
I might make it into a blanket. That's about as good a guarantee as you're getting.
Okay, so let's move on to trending. In trending news, there's stuff that's going on. And one thing that we wrote about in today's newsletter is the horrific collapse of the bridge in Baltimore, at the port of Baltimore. And just to give you an update, Fox News reported last hour that 2 bodies were recovered during the search, 4 more still missing. And this search and it's no longer a recovery. It is rescue. It's no longer a rescue. It is a recovery. And the 6 people were presumed dead after the 984-foot cargo ship hit a pillar of Baltimore's Francis Scott Key Bridge early Tuesday morning, causing its collapse. Divers found a red pickup truck in the area of the middle span and recovered 2 victims trapped inside. And police identified the victims as 35-year-old Alejandro Roland Butler and 26-year-old Dalton Donnie Dalton Ronnie Al Castillo, and it's horrific. But they said that how many lives were saved by the fact that whoever was the captain or whoever was running communications on that barge, they were able to put forth the major Mayday distress signal, and somebody had the presence of mind to stop traffic immediately and saved lives. Two people went into the water and were immediately rescued. One person left the hospital as soon as yesterday, last night after the accident occurred, and then now the recovery begins. These people, and they're from countries like Honduras and Guatemala and Mexico, and people are now wondering how are they being taken care of, or will their company take care of their families in response to this. The president has said that he United States government is going to rebuild the bridge, but what about the lives of these families that are affected by this? These men were going overnight to do their work as construction workers to fill some potholes on the bridge, and they missed the cutoff, obviously, and paid the price with it with their lives. So the governor Wes Moore said that calling this a global crisis, and he said that the national economy and the world's economy depends on the port of Baltimore. The port handles more cars and more farm equipment than any other port in this country, and and to see how this is going to affect the Baltimore economy as well as the supply chain, because this particular cargo boat was carrying cars and farm equipment, and now they went on board to try to get the black box today, but also whatever's left to recover of those cars and trucks that were being shipped to Sri Lanka.
Mm-hmm.
They will, and yes, and it's more than just those cars and ships. I mean, it's the port is shut down until
Right.
they can move the bridge that's fallen into
Right.
the river.
Yep.
So
That's the
I
other
got to admit,
part.
I was stunned that the stock market didn't reflect
Right. I was
this
too.
loss today. I was
Hmm.
really stunned that the stock market was up today overall, because this is going to have long term, not just for the city of Baltimore, but for the world. I mean,
Right.
there's so much cargo that goes out of
Mhm.
that port.
And we don't even
Um,
think about it because Steve, not only are you talking about shipping, but once they get to the port, the trucks that are brought in, and
yes,
the businesses that are lost as a result of that. So more than one form of transportation, more than just a couple of guys on the port.
yeah,
Dock workers as they are called, and
They said
it's going to have a ripple.
15,000 people have been affected, I think.
Yeah,
yeah. Like, 15,000 jobs immediately
Yeah.
are affected,
right.
and then the trucks to get around that port, which you have to. There was a bridge and there was a tunnel. You
Mhm.
can't take hazardous materials through the tunnel at all. So
There's that.
now it is a beltway around the city. It will add 3 hours to every 2 to 3 hours, depending when you go, to every trip that you have to make through Baltimore. It's a stunning, like it's something that's going to have a complete chain reaction. And then, and remember, you heard it here first. Someone is going to politicize this into an immigration issue.
Yep, for sure.
Absolutely.
Oh,
They're,
they
they're,
they already said on Fox. Well, yeah, well, I said it. Fox News last night. A couple of the talking heads were, talking about could this be some conspiracy, because these were immigrants and blah 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 blah. And I was like, seriously, they will
yeah,
grab a hold of anything and run with
I
it.
didn't know I didn't know they'd done it already. But once
Yes,
I heard it, yeah, when I heard the names and the nationality of the people who were
Right.
unfortunately passed and missing, and it's an election year. This is just
yeah.
where we are.
They were talking about immigrants and diversity. Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
part.
So they are continuing the search for they believe for people still remaining there in below along with the Francis Scott Key Bridge. The and I can't remember the name of the river, but it's like Pastasquan.
Oh, yeah, I can't pronounce it without looking at it.
Yeah. But yes, and you know what struck me were all the black people that are in charge in Baltimore and Maryland.
Yeah.
Looking at the
Oh yeah,
black,
oh yeah, oh
looking at the
yeah.
black governor, the black attorney general, I believe the black leader of the Senate,
The mayor.
the black
Black
mayor,
mayor. That's
city
right.
council, and they were all standing there, and saying that Baltimore will survive and we'll make sure of it, and how united the city is in making sure that everyone is taken care of, and that they. But the problem is that even the Secretary of Transportation Buttigieg today said it's going to be done. We're going to get it done, but I can't tell you how long it's going to take or how much it's going to cost for us to do it.
I think they're now reminding people that it took 5 years to build that bridge, and that was years ago before the
Right.
current standards.
Right.
Right? They're letting people know this is not a 2 year or three. This is multiple years, which is going to span election cycles.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is I think it is true. And so I think they're getting people ready. Look, it could take months to make that to get people to pass ships to pass through there again.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Mm.
And we're talking just in terms of people just their day-to-day commutes from home to work and back again, how they're affected by all of this and what that's going to mean to the infrastructure in other areas that are now going to take a beating for that traffic there.
Yeah.
It's more than an ocean. Speaking of politics, Stephen Hill, former senator of Connecticut, Joe Lieberman, the 2000 Democratic nominee for vice president, died following complications from a fall Tuesday night. His family made the announcement today. The 82-year-old Lieberman, a former Connecticut attorney general, first elected to the U.S. Senate in 1988, developed a reputation for bipartisanship during his years in Washington. He was way ahead of his time, and we can sure use that now.
Mhm.
After former Vice President Al Gore clinched the presidential nomination in the year 2000, he made Lieberman his running mate, in part because Senator Lieberman was one of those that criticized President Bill Clinton's affair with the White House intern Monica Lewinsky. Over the years, Lieberman became more conservative than other members of the Democratic Party, to the point where Republican nominee John McCain also considered him as a running mate in 2008.
Can't say that about many people. That people, two different parties
right.
consider him the guy. So
Right, absolutely right. And today that would just be unheard of in especially in the Republican Party. But it was a different day. It was a different day back then. Someone in New Jersey overcame the odds Tuesday night and won $1.13 billion with a B
fantastic.
in the Mega Millions jackpot, breaking a winless streak that dated back to December.
Nice. Way to go.
Check your numbers. The numbers drawn were 7, 11, 22, 29, 38, and the
Office
gold
box
mega ball. Sorry.
So missed it by that much.
The gold mega ball was 4. The winning ticket was sold in New Jersey. According to the Mega Millions website, lottery officials say the winning ticket was sold at the ShopRite liquor store on Route 66 in Neptune Township.
Yeah.
Very nice.
They're going to be popping some bottles there.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations to you, whoever you are. I think that's
Congratulations
fantastic.
to the liquor store.
Post Office Box 176.
I would think the liquor stores should have a big sale today.
Yeah, for sure, because they are going to get a cut of this.
They do. They get what they'll get close to $1 million, right?
Yeah.
They get maybe a bit more. Congrats to them.
Yep.
Which shows you all, children, what you should learn from this is open up a liquor store, children, and that's one to grow on.
A friend of mine's father used to tell us, open up a funeral parlor because you'll never run out of business.
That's true.
He's also the man that taught us to drive in a cemetery because he said we couldn't hurt anyone.
Okay.
He was right.
Accept your feelings.
We were just glad he was allowing us to drive. We didn't care where it was going to be, you know.
All I'm thinking of those really old black and white movies where I can't think of the black actor's name where he says feet don't fail me now, and you see him running past the car. That would be me in a cemetery if I thought I saw something. This car is not going fast enough.
We've been talking about Haiti over the last couple of weeks, and I want to remind people of the desperate situations that they are living under and the conditions. The people are living in famine conditions. They are in a crisis situation because of the warlords and the gangs that have taken control, especially over the capital city of Port-au-Prince, but also they are policing the roads so that people who are trying to get out of Port-au-Prince to other areas to get out of Haiti, period, to take a plane from Cape Haitian to Miami, for instance. They are policing those and make people pay them to get past. But it also brings to mind, as we're talking about hunger and the World Food Program affiliated with the United Nations has estimated that 19% of the food produced globally in 2022, or about 1 billion metric tons, is wasted. The UN Environment Programme's Food Waste Index report published the progress and said that this will I'm sorry, I'm reading a text and publish these numbers. And it, I think about when I was a kid and you always had to clean your plate, and now they tell parents you don't have to, tell your kids you're not going to be president of the Clean Plate Club because of obesity and all of this other kind of stuff, and forcing kids to eat food that they don't want. But so what's the answer? If you don't waste the food and make your kids eat it, is there a compromise there?
Well, give them a little bit of food on the plate and have them eat that. And if they want some more, then you give them a little bit more. Just don't put them. I never force anyone to eat lima beans. That's just
mine is liver.
I think there's some. For example, on sets, there's something called craft services where there's food provided for actors and crew and everything else. Sadly, because of litigious possibilities, you can't turn that food that doesn't get eaten every day and give it to homeless. You can't do that because they're worried about if you can't. They have to toss that food.
Even if it's packaged, the packaged stuff.
The packaged stuff you can do. It's the cooked food that you can't turn around. Because they're worried if somebody gets sick, they'll say like, "You gave us sick food. You gave us bad food." And I think it's there's all sorts of these little systems where I wish we could change them or loosen the challenges around them so that food could be better distributed.
Got it. Wow. I've been told that a lot of people did not get their newsletter today. One of them, including Myra J. Stephen
Two
Hill.
of them, including Stephen Hill.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I got mine, and I will forward it. But we are checking it out, and we are aware of the situation, and so thank you for that. And I gave a nice spiel, and then to find out that you didn't get your newsletter, but we'll make sure that we get our tech wizard, that would be Chica, on this and find out what was the issue.
Oh, okay. Issue. Okay.
Issue. We once had a person to call in the Jordan show, and we were talking about something, and we kind of got off topic, and the guy called and goes, "What is the issue?" That was just so cute, so cute. We're gonna finish out with entertainment, and one of my favorite award shows is the Tony Awards. And one of my favorite entertainers is Ariana DeBose, and she is returning as host of the 2024 Tony Awards. Tony Awards, awards given to people on Broadway, those that are appearing on Broadway in dramas and musicals. Lots of excitement. The big night already building as the Academy Award winner and Tony Award winner. Ariana DeBose will return as host for this year's award. This will be her third year. as a host, and it'll take place at the David H. Cox Center at Lincoln Center for the Performing Arts, and it'll take place Sunday, June 16th. That sounds like Father's Day. And she's obviously a very popular host these days. She hosted the 2023 BAFTA Awards, that's the British Arts Awards, sent social media into a frenzy, known for her roles in a number of West Side Story, the movie, Hamilton, and also she did a rap involving Angela Bassett. And so this is her time, and I absolutely adore her, and I think she's an amazing talent, and she's being rewarded for this. She's not only going to be the host, but she's also going to be one of the producers and the choreographer. So she's getting great checks.
And because I know Kwyn would remind us if she were here. Yeah. She's a proud member of the LGBTQ crew.
Yep, absolutely. She did that story last year. And so let us close now with our jewel. Being loving means holding space for others' emotions, offering a shoulder to lean on and an ear to listen without judgment. So inhale, being loving. Exhale, being hateful. Hold on. Okay.
Wait, there's more.
All right, everybody. Let me just say, there's not enough hate in you to warrant that kind of breathing out or exhalation.
Well, not now. Okay.
Thank you, Myra. Thank you, Steve. It's been fun. Thank you, everybody, for participating. And we'll get those newsletters to you. And when you get them, what do?
Open them.
Open them.
Thank you.
Everybody get